Spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Oh. 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 ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनि कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यां तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः साङ्ख्ययोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोचानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश भाषसे गतासून गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः त्रैगुण्यविषया वेदाः Nistraigunyo bhavarjuna nirdvandvo nityasattvastha niryogakshema atmavan. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's session of Gita. We are on this verse number 45. We'll continue from verse 46 today. Lord is trying to explain that how the mind is going to confuse and how he has to be in Karma Yoga and how he has to rise up beyond the gunas so that all the dvandvas he goes beyond and he will be not of the yoga kshema that I want to acquire something and whatever I've acquired, I want to protect that. So beyond that, Lord is asking him to rise. We'll go into the 46th verse. I don't see any kids, so we'll directly start with volunteers from the adults. Please raise your hands. Somasundaran ji, Sri Devi Bodha ji. Yavanartha udapane.
यावानर्थ उदपाने
यावानर्थ उदपाने
सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु
ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
You have to stay muted, Bhagya Lakshmi ji. Please don't unmute. Okay. A little bit complex verse this is. We'll try to see. Yavan. Yavan means as much as. Udapane. Udapana is the reservoir of water. Sarvataha means everywhere. Samplutodake. So, full of water, flooded with water. Tavan, so much of so. Sarveshu, in all. Vedeshu, in the Veda, Sarveshu Vedeshu. Brahmanasya Vijanataha. Of Brahmanasya, sixth case, of the Brahmana, Vijanataha, knowing. So, words are very obscure in this. Very complex. But we'll try to see what does it mean. I'll explain it in my own words first, then we see how we will link it into it. When there is a limited source of water, what do? You have to go there physically to get the water. But if the water source is unlimited, it's right there. You don't have to go anywhere. It's flooded everywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. It's right over there. when you don't know a particular thing, you have to take the help of the scriptures one by one and you go to the scriptures. But when everything is known, what are the use of rituals? What is the use of anything else? Because you already see oneness. So they have given this simile that when it is flooded, you don't have to go anything or do anything. Likewise, to that who is Brahmavid, the one who is the knower, there he has to go and follow all the rituals and do anything. He doesn't have to do anything because he is the knower of all. So I've tried to simplify the meaning. Hopefully it stays on, but this verse can be taken in for a discussion, and then we can do Shankar Bhashya sometime to see how it goes. So I hope for now, let us see. Let us keep this knowledge to this much, that there is difference between finite and infinite sources. When things are limited, you have certain rules to follow. When there is unlimited, then there is something else. So they have compared that with the knowledge. When the knowledge is limited, okay, I have to get up in the morning, I have to do my Sandhya Vandana, or I have to do this puja, I have to do this abhishek, I have to do this ritual, or whatever. You are placing the Agni, whatever the rituals, dana, yajna, homa, everything you are. But when you progress, then eventually the karmas have to drop. And then when the knowledge happens, then you are beyond. Then you are not bound to keep any Agni also, not follow any ritual also. And then you don't need the Vedas also. Eventually you grow out of it as well. So as long as you are needing something, you are it. So I always like to give an example of our phase when we are in KG, the kindergarten school, going to first standard and all after that. When we are told additions and subtraction, let's say 2 plus 3, then we'll say, okay, keep a 2 in hand and 2 in mind, and after 2, 3 and 4. So, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. Then we have taken that crap. But when we come little later, third standard, fourth standard, we don't have to do keep 2 in hand and to keep 2 in mind. We can do it directly. Then we come little later, then we are beyond. We know so many other things also. So all the things what we did before dropped down. We don't need the hand, neither we need to keep them. And we are very spontaneous. So when the knowledge is happening, everything is so spontaneous that you don't need any other crutches. Because it is everywhere flooded. You see oneness everywhere. Then what is water and what is knowledge? Everything disappears. So in that angle, we should take this first. यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः. The most well-known verse comes now. Karmanyevadhikaraste.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
मा फलेषु कदाचन.
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः.
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
Karmanyevadhi. Over there is a sandhi. Karmani eva adhikaraha te. Karmanyevadhikaraste. So all in this, in the sandhi class, we will be seeing this. So one day we will not have Gita verses, but we will take sandhi classes, maybe 2 or 3 for one part, and then we do again few shlokas, and then we do another 2 or 3 sessions. Like we have to do Swara Sandhi, we have to do the Vyanjana Sandhi also. So all will not be taught in the same time. We will divide and space it between our classes. So Karmani eva adhikaraha te. So Karmani, in the karma, eva, only, adhikaraha, right, te, to you. So you have right only in doing the karma. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Don't have any rights in phaleshu, in the fruits of your action. 7th case, phaleshu. Ma means no. Karma phala hetur bhuhu. That you are doing the action for certain fruit. So let not your action be with the motive of that fruit. When ma, don't, te sangaha, over there the sandhi is sangaha astu akarmani. Sangaha, attachment. May there not be, ma is there, ma means not be there, may not be there, attachment to akarmani, inaction. Okay, Lord is saying, don't act because with a motive in your head. Okay, that means you don't do any action. No, he's saying not to do, keep the attachment in the inaction also. So you have to do the karma, but not have the attachment or a motive, ulterior motive of the fruit. And that means you have to selflessly act. Don't bind yourself into the act. And normally all our actions is with a motive. What benefit is mine in this action? So there's always and if I do this, I'm going to get this. So always there is a fruit expectation. And when the fruit is not appropriate to our expectation, we get a sorrow. And when it is appropriate to our expectation, we get a joy. So always we are fluctuating between joy and sorrow, depending upon our expectations attached to that action. So action per se may not be right or wrong, but that result of it, what we were expecting, that is making us going to emotional turbulences. So very famous, memorize this and keep if you have not yet memorized, now with the understanding and all with the Sandhi Vichhedaha.
Guruji,
Karmani.
what is the mool shabd of karmani here?
Karmani, in karma. Karma only.
Then how it is not karmeshu?
Karman.
No.
No.
Karme.
Karmeshu. No. It will be Nakaranta word.
It is
We have not
karmani.
learned. We have not learned Nakaranta yet in our list. It will come. You'll be getting the whole list of words. So Masundaranji is painstakingly preparing for you all the entire charts, which I'll be posting very soon.
Okay. Yeah.
We have not
Thank
learned that. Okay. So let us chant this now. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhoho ma te sangostva karmani. Napunsakalinga karma only would be a karmani. Now that mind has, just give me a minute. We will check this right away. Because yeah, karman only. Karman shabda is there. And in that saptami, correct. Karma karmani karmani. Karma karmani karmani. Then karmana, karmane, karmanaha, karmana, karmani. Yeah, so karman shabda. Napunsakali.
Napunsakali.
Nakara.
Sometimes now. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भोः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Continue. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि
सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय
सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय
सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा
समत्वं योग उच्यते.
समत्वं योग उच्यते.
समत्वं समत्वं
समत्वं
समत्वं योग उच्यते.
important
समत्वं योग उच्यते.
important underline this definition of yoga. Samatva yoga uchyate. So if not for result, then how we have to perform? This is what the verse is coming. Yogasthah kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
So first time now the word yoga is introduced over here. It says yogasthaha. Be in yoga. Steadfast in be in yoga. Yoga sthaha. Kuru karmani. Stay in yoga and do the action. Karmani kuru. Do your action remaining steadfast in yoga. What is the meaning of being steadfast in yoga? That keeping the mind steady. Keeping the mind. So we have the fluctuating. We have certain expectations. So evenness of mind is called as yoga. So the definition goes, Sangam tyaktva. Tyaktva, tvantavya we have seen now again. Having renounced the attachment. O Dhananjaya, having renounced the attachment to what? To the fruit of the action. Karmani kuru. Remaining with the evenness of the mind. Then what happens? Siddhi, asiddhi. Both join together. Siddhya, siddhyoho. Whether you get success or whether you get failure in that action, whatever it is, to samo bhutva, keeping samatva in that, having Having kept the equanimity in failure or in success and doing the action without that attachment to that a particular expectation of that result, do your action, and doing such an action is called as samatva. So it's called as yoga. Samatvai yoga uchyate. Samatvam. Yoga means samatva, equanimity of the mind. Doing actions without attachment to the fruit of action and not getting excited or dejected by the result that it would come. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Keeping siddhi and asiddhi, keeping the mind steady in the siddhi and asiddhi is called as yoga. So this is the definition. First time we have got introduced. What is the meaning of yoga?
samatvam.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. Sumita Sitaram ji,
Shall I send
Bhagyalakshmi
you
ji.
this tomorrow? The Karman Sab.
Okay, yes, please.
Yes.
The second
And do,
case of Bhagavad.
yeah, and do the Bhagavat Shabd also, the Takaranta. So this
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
our
yeah.
Nakaranta, and
Yeah.
then we'll do Bhagavat, the Nakaranta also. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ji. Okay, let's go to next verse. Sunita Sitaram ji, Bhagyalakshmi ji. Durena hyavaram karma.
दूरेण यवरं कर्म
Hyavaram karma.
यवरं कर्म
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म
Buddhi yoga dhananjaya.
बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय
बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय
Buddhau sharanamannviccha.
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विञ्च मन्विच्छ
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ
Krupana phalahetavaha.
कृपणा फलहेतवः
Not to say fa. There is no fa sound. Ha. Phalahetavaha.
फलहेतवः
कृपणा फलयेतवः
Krupana phala. Visarga spha. Krupana phalahetavaha.
कृपणा फलयेतवः
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय.
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः.
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
Phala,
बुद्ध
not phala. You are still saying phala. Huh? If there's no fa, फलहेतवः.
फलहेतवः
बुद्धौ चरणमन्विच्छ कृपणा फलहेतवः
दुरेण व्यारं कर्म बुद्धि
पुरेण ह्यवरं कर्म.
दुरेण व्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय
Yogat, not yoga.
बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म
Hyavarang
बुद्धियोगात्
karma. Anuswaras ng. Hyavarang karma.
ह्यवरं कर्म
Hyavaram you are
बुद्धि
saying. I'm saying hyavarang. There is not hyavaram. Hyavarang karma. Anuswaras ng should happen.
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म
You are saying Hyavaram. I'm saying don't say Hyavaram. Say Hyavarang.
Ing. दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
दुरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः
How old is your baby? How old is the child?
जी
How old is your baby? I'm asking.
3 months
3 months. Very good to start Gita listening in the class. What's the name?
hearing the Gita.
Very good. Very good. Good start. What's your name?
Grandchild. Jai Krish.
Jai Krish is the name?
Jai Krish, grandchild. My son's
Jai Krishna. Okay.
Jai.
Bless
Bolo
you.
namaste, bolo. Namaste. Namaskaram. Ram Ram.
Ji. Durena Hyavaram. So Avadasandhi, Durena Hi Avaram. Avara is something which is lower. Karma. Action of karma is our action. Buddhi Yogat. So this is our Panchami. Compared to the Buddhi Yoga, by wisdom that we would do, the actions without done by wisdom would be lower, O Dhananjay. What is the wisdom of doing the action? That not to expect the fruit of the action, which we just saw, karmanyevadhikaraste. Because buddhau, in buddhi, sharanam anvichha, who sharanam anvichha, who seek anvichha, seek sharanam, refuge in what? In buddhi. Krupanaha phalahetavaha. And those who are doing actions, phalahetavaha, with the intention of getting a particular fruit, phalahetu is there. Those are krupanas. Those are misers. Those are of lower mental texture. Those who are doing actions with expecting fruit of the actions have a lower mental texture, and such a action, such a karma is avara. That karma is not having a higher quality. So always keep your refuge in the buddhi. That means keep your refuge in the knowledge and do the actions so that your actions are superior. दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः. Continue. बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह
बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह
बुद्धियुक्तो जहादीह
उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते
उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते
उपे सुकृत
उभे
दुष्कृते
उपमहाप्राण उभे
उपे सुकृत दुष्कृते
तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व
तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व
तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व
योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Yoga karmasu kausalam.
So we get another definition. Samatvam yoga uchyate, we saw a little while ago. Now we are getting another definition. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. Buddhi yukta jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrute.
बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते.
Buddhi yukto jahadiyah upe sukrita dushkrute.
Tasmadhyogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam.
तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kausalam.
बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते. तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Buddhi yukto jahadiyah upe sukrita dushkrute. Tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kausalam.
Buddhi yuktaha, endowed with buddhi, endowed with the knowledge. Jahati. Jahati is to cast off. Jahati. And that it is Rasvati because the next word is iha. So Jahati is Rasva e and iha's e. Both have joined to form ti. So Jahati ha. So that is another way of writing things together. When two Rasvas are joining, they get into a Dirgha sound. Okay. But the original word is Jahati. Ubhe, Sukruta, Dushkrute, Ubhe, both. Sukruta and Dushkruta, the good actions and the bad actions. Jahati, iha, in this world. So, people who have done actions, Buddhi Yukta, in this lifetime itself, they cast off the good, the benefits of the good deed and the bad deed. Ubhay means to Sukruta, done good deeds, Dushkruta, done bad deeds, Jahati, they cast it off. If they are Buddhi Yuktaha, if they are doing the actions with knowledge. Tasmat, therefore, Yogaya Yujyasva. You engage in self in yoga, in doing the rightful actions, because yoga means karmasu kaushalam. Karmasu kaushalam. Kaushalam means your skill in doing the action is equal to yoga. So first definition we saw samatvam yoga uchyate little while ago. Now we are seeing the definition yogasu karma kaushalam. Yoga karmasu kaushalam means yoga means is skill in doing an action. So what is the skill of doing the action? That it is not phala hetu. It is not motivated to the fruit of action, but you do your duties and then rest you leave it to the Lord. Because you have to do the action, you do it. Not because what I would gain out of this or how it is damaged. You have got married, okay, you've got children, now you are bound to do certain, you have to complete that. Marrying, having children, and then shunning off your duties and say, no, I have to sit and meditate and not taking care of the family, that is also wrong. So do whatever has to be necessary, do all your dharma palana, but without expecting. You raise your children and expecting that they should take care of you on the old age, then that's why you are taking care. Finish. No, they are not going to take care. Disappointment only will come. Definitely you are going to be alone. They don't expect it. They're taking, well and good. Not taking, well and good. Expectation is going to read. So yoga is karmasu in action. what is skill in action, kaushalam in karma. So you have to make sure that every action that you are taking, the attachment to the fruit of action, you are not binding your mind into it, so that we can avoid disappointments and preserve the equanimity of the mind. बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
he, not to do, he, short.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा
Sunitaji, and then your turn.
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
Swaras na phalan tyaktva.
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
Janma bandha vinirmuktaah.
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
Padam gacchantyanāmayam.
पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयन्
पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
Karmajam buddhiyukta hi phalam tyaktva manīshinah.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
Janma bandha vinirmuktaah padam gacchantyanāmayam.
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
Karmajam, like pankajam. Ja, born out of panka is lotus. Panka, the marshy land. So karmajam. So actions that are born. So action born out of what? Buddhi yukta. Out of the knowledge. That what is that? Phalan tyaktva. They renounce the actions. Manishinaha. Such people, what happens to them? Janma bandha vinirmuktaha. They free themselves from janma bandha, from bonds of life, from birth, the things that get attached for the life. They free themselves from the birth. Padam, they go to Padam Gacchanti, they reach the abode Anamayam. Anamayam. In Ayurveda, Amaya means disease. Anamayam, disease free. But in this context, in this spiritual, beyond the evil we can take, beyond the discomforts, beyond all the dvandvas. So, free from any kind of samsara roga, the disease that is this samsara. So, one who is able to do the actions without attaching themselves to the fruit of the action, all the actions born out of such a knowledge takes the person to the abode of disease-free status. Always happy, comfortable. Right now we feel, no, we are bound with so many expectations and disappointments, family members, office, society, political situation, whatever, anything, relatives, everything is, we have our likes and dislikes in every phase and every state of our life. With everything that we interact with the world, we have like and dislike. And certain person we like, certain person we don't like. And then our emotions go high and low according to that person, whether it's an office boss or whether it's a relative in the family. So one whose actions are born beyond all this is free. Karmajam buddhiyukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantyanayam. Hamsanandini. Anybody else wants to chant? Okay, Radha Krishnan ji, both of you can come now. Yada Hari Om ji. Yada te moha kalilam.
यदा ते मोहकलिलं
यदा ते मोहकलिलं
Buddhirvyatitarishyati.
बुद्धिर्व
Not buddhi. Not buddhi. Buddhi. Tha mahaprana.
बुद्धिव्यतितरिष्यति
Buddhir, one half row is there. Buddhirvyatitarishyati.
बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
Tada gantasi nirvedam.
गता तथा गन्धासि निर्वेदम्
तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदम्
Shrotavyasya shrutasya cha.
श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyatitarishyati.
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतति व्यदति please Guruji that one I am not getting
Buddhirvyatitarishyati.
बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति correct Guruji thank you यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
Tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha.
तदा गन्धासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदम् श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यवतितरिष्यति तथा गन्धासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदम् श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
Very beautiful verse. Yada. Yada means when. Moha kalilam. That moha, that delusions kalilam, that maya of the delusion, buddhihi, our own intelligence, the wisdom, vyatita rishyati, crosses beyond this moha kalilam. Tada, that time, then, so yada and tada will go always together. Tada gantasi, you will go, you will attend nirvedam, indifference, nirveda. You will not have any feeling for. Shrotavya, what is must to be heard, or what is yet to be heard, or shrutasya, what you have heard. So, when your intellect, when your buddhi crosses beyond the delusion, then you will be indifferent to what is heard or what is yet to be heard. Means this, what is heard and what is yet to be heard, it is in terms of sense organs. In a very, very superficial or very easy way, if I have to say, Switzerland, somebody has said, oh, it is very beautiful. Or America, oh, it's such a huge thing. Or a fruit, this, have you eaten this? That is such a sweetest thing. The mind is thinking, oh, I have never gone there. I've heard of this, but I have not experienced that. And then you start developing that this sense has to be fulfilled. This is something to be smelled. This is something to be tasted. And you have heard, but you have not experienced. Or you have experienced and you want to repeat your experience. So there will be so many things in the world, and the senses would keep going behind it. And there will be so many desires that you want to fulfill because you've heard something good from someone. So a person who crosses this mohajala, for him, what is heard or what is yet to be heard, everything is indifferent. He doesn't, his happiness is not depending on, oh, if I go to Switzerland only, then it will fulfill, or if I go to US only, it will, if I eat this only, then or if I possess this only, then I'll be happy. There is no such criteria that if you fulfill some sense organ desire, then you will be happy. So it will be nirvedam. He'll be indifferent to be whatever is heard of and whatever needs to be heard, or what I don't know in this world. So he won't be attaching aims for gaining the knowledge of the world or something he must have not yet heard. So he goes beyond that. Gantasi nirvedam. He goes beyond and becomes indifferent to this. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते
यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
निश्चला, not निश्चला, निश्चला, अल्पप्राण.
निश्चला
यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
समाधावचला बुद्धिः
समाधावचला बुद्धिः
बुद्धि
समाधावचला बुद्धिः
not bhu, bu.
Okay. समाधावचला
Samadha, dha mahaprana.
समाधावचला बुद्धिः
Not buddhihi, buddhihi.
बुद्धिः
Dhi.
बुद्धिः दि
Dhi.
ओके गुरुजी समाधावचला बुद्धिः
समाधावचला बुद्धिः
तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला
समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
समाधावचला बुद्धिः यदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि
श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला achala buddhihi yatada yogamavapsyasi.
श्रुति विप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि.
So when again that yada and tada has coming, huh? So when such thing is happening, then this will happen like that. Yada, when, and then. So tada yogam apsyasi. That time you will attend a state of yoga. Tada yogam avapsyasi. You will reach that state of yoga. When yada sthasyati nischala samadhau. When that you have heard shruti vipratipanna. You have heard something you have heard and you're perplexed with it. And you are showing indifference to that. You stand immovable and you are steady in samadhi. Samadhau achala. Over there, the sandhi is there. Av has happened over there. So there is another sandhi called yanta vantaham. So samadhau achala. In samadhi, you are staying achala, steady, without moving. Though you are perplexed with whatever you have heard, shruti vipratipanna, tada, that time, when you are staying immovable in samadhi, that time yogam avapsisi, you will be self-realized. So, not getting perturbed with the senses. This is what it. Nature of sense organs is to go out. You not getting with whatever stimuli it is catching in the world that is creeping in through into you through the sense organs. You are not getting perturbed by that. Whatever you have heard, whatever your sense organs have captured, you are not getting perturbed by that. And you are steadfast, steady in yourself, you will attain self-realization. Tada yogam avapsyasi. Shruti vipratipanna te yada sthasyati nischala samadhavachala buddhihe tada yogam avapsyasi. Very beautiful questions are going to come. All these are for memorizing till the end. At least know the meaning. Those who have capacity to memorize, please do memorize. Beautiful aspects of coming. Who is this realized person? He's going to ask these questions that everybody cannot get anxiety free whenever something is happening, some even a small exam or something, we have to go, one travel plan is coming, there is something happening in our tummy, that anxiety builds up easily. So he's asking that who is such that who will be steadfast, samadhau achala, who can remain achala, who is this person? We all, when small things itself come, we one hunger, one thirst also will, we plan. What about the food? What about the water? What about the future? We have got so many insurance plans, this, that. There is so much the thought and that unsteady and that fear and that insecurity of so many things we carry, and we respond to those worldly stimuli in such a way that the mind doesn't engage into what it should be engaging into. Like if everything is secure, then we can study. But the headache is there, it cannot. Something happening in the family, we cannot. Some visitors are going to come. The priority changes. Then I have to attend something. I have to do this, and then we miss the class. Or we miss our sadhana, or we don't study, or we hang our study boots for some days. We take a pause because we want to go on a holiday. We have got so many excuses, and our mind keeps shifting of those needs to be fulfilled, whether it's from the family, it's from the job. Why my promotion has not come. When I will get freedom from all these kitchen duties, I have to feed so many, whatever is the thought, so many multiple levels. Then that's why now he is going to ask, who can be so achala, then samadha achala, and then he is going to get Brahma realization of self-realization. What kind of this person? So now his set of questions are coming because Lord has said like this, Tadagantasi nirvedam or samadha achala. Come on. It's not possible. You see, you are in the battlefield and you say, Achala, how it is going. So battlefield for Arjuna was literal battlefield. For us, our battlefield is this only. Our office and our relatives and our own personal and mental impressions that we carry. And then we have to deal with that. Sometimes the mind is stuck in the past. Sometimes it's stuck in the future. It's never in the present. It's never there now. It's never there. So now let's see what Arjuna is asking. Arjuna Vacha
Arjuna Uvacha
अर्जुन उवाच
Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha
Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा.
So this Sthita Prajna is going to come many times. And all who have attended the class should not say Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna. Ta should have the Dvitva because Pra is a conjunct. So everyone present in the class should say Sthita Prajna and never say Sthita Prajna. Samadhisthasya Keshava
Samadhistasya Keshava
समाधिस्तस्य केशव.
Sthitadhi Kim Prabhashet
Sthiti. One more
Sthita
time.
Sthita Hi Dirgha Visarga Hi Kim Prabhashet
Okay. Sthitagi Kim Prabhasheta.
स्पिदधिः किं प्रभाषेत.
Kimasita Vrajeta Kim.
Kimasita Vrajata.
There is a Dvitva, you should listen. Kimasita Vrajeta Kim.
Kimasita Vrajeta Kim.
किमासीदव्रजेत किम्.
Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha Samadhisthasya Keshava.
Arjuna Uvacha Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava.
Why Samadhish? Samadhis.
Samadhish.
Not dhish. It is sir. It is not dhish.
Okay. Samadhish. One more time, Guruji, please tell me.
Samadhisthasya.
Samadhistasya Keshava.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा. समाधिस्तस्य केशव.
Sthitadhi Kim Prabhasheta Kimasita Vrajeta Kim.
Titagi Kim Prabhasheta Kimasita Vrajeta Kim.
स्थितधिः किं प्रभाषेत. किमासीदव्रजेत किम्.
Arjuna Uvacha Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava.
There is no shakara, huh? So you please don't make sa into sha. Samadhisthasya.
Samadhistasya Keshava Sthitagi Kim
It is not
Prabhasheta.
ghi. It is dhi.
Sthitagi
It is
Kim.
not ghi. It is dhi.
Sorry. Sthitadhi Kim Prabhasheta Kimasito Vrajeta Kim.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा. समाधिस्तस्य केशव. स्थितधिः किं प्रभाषेत. किमासीदव्रजेत किम्.
So Arjuna is asking now. Sthita prajnasya. So Shashti vibhakti. Okay. Shashti is apostrophe S relation it shows. So who is this Sthita prajna? Okay, time for the daily Gita. The one who has his intellect studied, steadied person, this whose wisdom is consolidated, crystallized, whose mind is steady. For him, ka bhasha. How do we describe this person? What is his description? Whose wisdom is steady? Ka bhasha. Then, samadhisthasya. So again, Shashti, the one who is steady in the samadhi. The one who is steady, who is finding already oneness and who has realized. So in his meditative state, he is one with the universe. Samadhistha. His dhi is sama, who is not seeing duality. For him, samadhisthasya, who is merged in this, O Keshava, how do we describe such people? Sthitadhihi. This steady wisdom, kim prabhasheta. So Kim, how he is how his intellect is sthitadhihi. There is samatva. His intellect is steady. How he would be? Kim prabhasheta. How he would talk. Kim asita. How does he sit? Vrajeta kim. How does he walk? So the question Arjuna is asking, who is this enlightened person? How does his description is? How does he sit, talk, walk? How his actions are? What does he say? What does he do? So we also, by seeing a person, can we say, oh, he's enlightened one? Okay, something has come, horns have come, something has come, something. What happens to that person? What is that external thing that a person can identify with? So he is asking, Arjuna is asking, the definition of a sthita prajna person. Okay. Arjuna vacha sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava sthitadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. I think for all the answers, we can wait for one more class, and beautiful verses are going to come. We must know either completely by meaning, and if we have capacity to memorize, we should actually memorize those verses. I had seen Sushma ji's hand up. You wanted to chant, but you chant this last verse,
No,
Arjuna Vacha.
I thought it's time up, Guruji, so I
Yes,
thought
it
it's all
is
right.
time, so you remove, but yeah, you can, chant this Arjuna Vacha.
अर्जुनोवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितद्धि स्थितद्धि किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत् व्रजते किम्
किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
किमासीत् व्रजेत किम्.
Good. Sumita Bhatija ji, chant the same verse. Your hand was also seen.
स्थित प्रज्ञस्य का
So
भाषा
okay, over here. Not sthit. Ta is full, right? It is not halanta. Sthita prajnasya.
स्थित प्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशवः
Samadhisthasya.
समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
Very good. Jalaja ji, today you have not raised your hand, I'm sure because of last week thing, but please do not do this. You must participate. You can chant the last verse.
अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधीं किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
So visarga will not become n, stita dhin, no. Stita dhih, kim, dhih. So from the throat, like that. Stita dhih. You aspirate out the breath from the throat. Stita dhih, kim prabhasheta.
स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्.
Very good. Harish ji.
Hope I won't take much time.
Doesn't matter. I know that because of last week you are not, but you should participate. Then what is the point in
Because
joining the
I'm
class?
wasting a lot of time.
No, don't think like that. Don't think like that.
Okay. Arjuna vacha sita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sitadhim ki prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim.
Very good. No, only it is not sthita dhim, it is visarga. So sthita dhi kim, dhi kim.
Sitadi kim.
Ah,
Sitadi kim. I'll practice.
very good. Very nice. I appreciate both of your presence. So please raise your hands. Don't hesitate. Doesn't matter where we have to rush the class to. Doesn't matter. Okay. Any pronunciation doubts are there? We have done today 9 verses. Not bad. Next week onwards, don't miss. Very beautiful verses are coming in. Until the end, it is going to go. It talks about that highest experience and how these people are. So when we know the highest, we can aim, we can analyze ourselves, and we can improve ourselves. We end the session. Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Oh. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. For
Hari Om.
those who are in Singapore, next Thursday, 25th, we have a scholar coming from India, an IIT professor, IIT Powai professor. He's a great Vedantin, apart from his knowledge of math and astronomy and all, but deepest Sanskrit knowledge, extremely a great scholar, not a Kashaya Vastradhari, but lives a life of a sannyasi. Those who want to attend his talk, which is going to be from 1:30 in the afternoon till 4 in Singapore. So those who are locals out over here can reach out to me if you want to attend that talk for 2 hours on Shiva Manasa Puja. So then I will give you the details where you have to come, and please soak into the Mahatma who's coming in the town. Hari Om Ji. Thank you, everyone.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Hari
Hari
Om.
Om.
Namaste. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Dhanyavad.
Hari Om, dhanyavad.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Hari Om
Hari Om.
Ji. Hari Om. Hari Om.